Good morning, everybody. Again here. Let me firstly welcome you back, guys, to the channel. Of course, I know it's been a while since we made an educational video, and I hope this will make justice. So, guys, before I go on with the topic of the day, the secrets of trading the forex markets, I want us to firstly, if you are not subscribed to the channel, of course, do yourself a favor because you are missing a lot every time I drop new videos. You'll be updated every time I drop a new video. So click the subscribe button down below on your screen. It's either red or black, according to if you are updated with the latest version of YouTube. Now, this is how you become part of the channel, part of the community. So you can make sure to click the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and you can also leave a comment based on what you've learned in this video. Now, guys, the first thing that I want us to talk about is consistency. Consistency is all about you keeping the high level of producing results time and over again. Just repeating the same thing time and over again. Now, this is consistency. When it comes to forex trading, you need to, the only consistency we are talking about in forex trading is you making profits. So if you are making profits, you already know that it means that you are analyzing proper stuff each and every time. It doesn't mean that you don't have losses. You do have losses, but in overall impact, you have profits. So that's what we are looking for. Consistency in forex is all about making profits time and over again, right? Now, that being said, I want us to dwell much into how do you become then a consistent trader. This brings us to point number two. Point number two, we are going to talk about a specialty. You need to specialize. When you are trading the forex markets, you cannot be having a situation where you are trading everything. That is a recipe for disaster because you can't do 100 things at the same time. So you can't trade a lot of currency pairs and indices and everything at the same time. You need to specialize. You need to narrow down to a few number of pairs. Now that means if you are a person who's trading 5 pairs and a person who's trading 1 pair, you might be thinking, as a logical person, you might be thinking, okay, a person who's trading 5 pairs, they're making more money than a person who's trading 1 pair. That is not true. That's a complete lie, because a person who specializes in one thing, that means they know that one thing in and out. You understand? They already know what direction is going, even when they're not in front of the screen. But if you're trading 5 pairs, of course, at some point you are bound to make a mistake, and you are bound to actually think of a lot of things at once, and that frustrates you and everything. Now you need to narrow everything down. I always say the minimum you can have is 1 pair, and the maximum you can have is 3 pairs. If you are trading 1 pair, that means you're going to be trading your favorite pair. I've seen people specializing in GBP USD, and some are specializing in GBP JPY. Some even end up calling themselves Mr. GBP JPY and whatnot. And some specializes in NAS 100 or NASDAQ or US Tech or whatever you call it, but it's still the same thing, right? Some specializes in gold, some specializes in so many things, because we've got so many different pairs in the forex markets. And that being said, if you specialize in one thing, you stand a great chance of succeeding, because you will have a special relationship. That's why you need to specialize. You will have a special relationship with that particular pair, and that takes you to another level. You will become a mastermind when it comes to understanding the movement of that pair. You will know everything about that pair. You will know how it's affected by the news. You will know even when are the news released for that specific pair. But if you're trading 100 pairs, how can you know all 100 pairs affected by the news that are specifically to that specific pair? You are trading 100 pairs, so you are bound to get confused somehow. You need to specialize, narrow it down to 1 pair so that you can know everything about that particular pair. That being said, guys, it takes us to point number 3, where we're going to talk about percentage profit and gambling profit. There's a I know you guys, maybe of some of you, it's your first time knowing about these weights. Percentage profit, it means you are profiting based on the percentage account of, the percentage relative to your account balance. So if you're having $1,000, if you make 2%, you already know that you've made $20, right? Okay, fine. Gambling profits, it means you are having the same $1,000, but then you are trading based on whatever amount is gonna give you, for that day. You just put in whatever lot size. You don't calculate anything, so there's no calculation whatsoever. You are just trading based on whatever is gonna happen. So it's more like you are approaching it as a gambling a pattern. So that is the difference between a percentage profit and gambling profit, is that you approach the other one as a gambling mindset and the other one as percentage calculated. Now, these two, I know the gambling one can make you a millionaire overnight, but it can also take away those millions overnight. So the percentage one, there is no way you can blow your account or lose your account in a day. It is not possible if you are trading based on percentage profit. And this is what I always say with my robot. If you have my robot, you gotta look at this in a percentage profit manner, because now you need to calculate so that you can listen. You are trading with a robot, so you are not there to analyze, right? The robot is doing the work for you. So you can't be having a gambling mindset. You know that the robot is not 100%. It's about 80 to 90%. So that means you've got a chance of losing. So if you are if you've got a gambling profitability manner there, that means you can lose your whole account in one trade, and we don't want that. We want to profit based on percentage wise. So that's why we need to calculate everything. So even if you're trading personally, you need to calculate the percentages of your account. So you know that you are risking 1% or you are risking 0.5% or whatever the case. That means you understand what you're doing and you're taking this thing serious. You're taking this thing for the long ride. You're not taking this thing for a short ride. We don't want to make millions today and lose the millions tomorrow. You understand? So that's why we need to differentiate between the two and choose where you fall between the two. Choose your own room to be in, whether you are in a profit, percentage profit or gambling profit. And then I always suggest the best way to go about it is to profit based on percentages. That will take you a long way. If you're taking a forex trading as your gambling thing, then it's fine. You can go for the gambling one where you put in $1,000 and whatever profit you're going to make doesn't matter, right? But then if you choose a percentage profit, that means you're going for a long ride with this forex thing. You are going to take it as a career, right? Now this brings us to point number 4, where we are going to talk about building a career out of forex trading. I've already said it. You need to pick a percentage profit. You need to build your account based on percentages, just like the banks do it. The banks, they already know if they put in 500 million today, they are going to make maybe, let's say 1%, right? 1% of that 500 million is about 5 million. That's massive profits, even though it's a small percentage of what they invested, but you are already bringing yourself to a point where you are guaranteed to make profits. So this is why I always say, if you want to build a career, you need to choose percentage profit. If you are having 10,000 rands in your account, or maybe you are having $700 in your account, you need to look at it as to say, I want to make 10% each and every day. And trust me, once you put in those numbers, you are going to increase the chances of profitability, because now you are putting your account in a less risk and then more probability of making profits. That's how it works. If you decrease the risk, you are increasing the profits. That's how it is, guys. Not profits per se, but winning rate. Let me put it like that. You are increasing your winning rate if you decrease the risk. If your risk goes down, then you are increasing your winning rate. That's why there's no risk in you getting a job. If you are employed, there's no risk, because they won't wake up someday and say your job is done, your job is over, just like that. Because now, remember, you've signed a contract, so you are contracted to be in that company. So there's no risk for you to have a job. This is why you'll always make your monthly income. That's what I'm saying. The less risk, the more accuracy rate there is. Even in forex, it's just like that. If you decrease the risk, you are increasing your winning rate. You are increasing your winning rate. That's how it works. So this brings us to the last point, which I've already talked about, but I want to dwell much into it. Staying consistent. Staying consistent, you need to apply all the 4 points that I've mentioned so far. You need to make sure that you specialize. You need to make sure that you choose a percentage profit. This is why I'm always gonna, in my videos, I'm always gonna mention the word percentage profit, because it's the only way to go about it. Guys, if you are gambling, you are approaching forex as gambling, you are going to lose a lot of money that you are going to make. You are even going to lose the money that you've made. You understand? So this is why you need to specialize and make sure you choose a percentage profit, and make sure you build your career out of this thing. This thing can work, guys. It can work. Really, it can work. You just need to make sure you're applying the proper principles. Now, guys, remember, this is the end of the video, right? But remember that I'm selling a robot that is able to trade for you, is able to place trades for you, analyze for you. If you've never analyzed before, you don't know anything about trading, then this robot is there to help you make money in that fashion. So right now, guys, I've decided to open up 15 spots for people that want to get their hands on this robot that is going to trade for them. I've reduced the price from $200 to $75. $75 is about 1,000 rand. Those of you who are locally in South Africa, that means it's 1,000 rand. So $75 is for all internationals. So this robot, guys, is there to help you make money. It will analyze for you. It will open the trades, push stop losses, and take profit on its own. It's a fully automated robot, right? So the prices are here on the screen, as you can see them. You can see the price right here on the screen. Now, those prices, guys, they are only for the next 15 people. I'm only taking 15 people. After that, I'm closing the special, going back to the original price of $200, which is about 3,500 rands. That is the original price. So if you are interested, make sure you hit me up right now, because you still have a chance. So if you are interested, guys, let's work. Let's get you up and running. Remember, there are 2 things that you are required to have before you can even purchase the robot. But of course, this is a limited promotion, so that's up to you whether you want to first purchase the robot and get the laptop later. You need a laptop, you need internet access. Those 2 things, they enable you to trade with the robot. That's all you need. It doesn't work on a cell phone. You can use it on any broker of your choice. Guys, Tente Malupa again here. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and become part of the community, become part of the channel, as we are going to bring in more content regarding all these topics that will help you become a better trader to approach the Forex market industry. Let's work, guys. Let's push, and let's get you to the profitable side of things. Cheers. See you on the next one. Peace and stay blessed.